Hi and welcome back to DownhillVR, and there's been an update. We are now on 0819. There's no new challenges or maps or anything like that in this release. I can't remember exactly what the release note said, but one of the big changes is that I do know of is the whole package is actually quite a bit smaller now. It's actually a smaller install. You still have all the same game, still all the same quality, still all the same fun, but they've managed to get the install so much smaller. I mean, for me, it wasn't like way too much anyway, but using less storage is always a good thing. It's been a bit of a fun thing trying to get this up and going this morning as well, because I think my headset must have still using Quest 2 at the moment. My headset seemed to have updated itself. It had changed my home environment in the headset and so on and so forth. Then I think the software on my PC, the actual Oculus, or do we call it Meta or whatever these days, the software on the PC had updated itself, which was causing some weirdness. Then I came into Steam, and Steam had updated itself. All kinds of issues. It didn't even drop me in my Steam home, and then I ran this up, and I was getting weird jitteriness and everything. Like as I moved my head, it was like stuttering sometimes as I was moving around, and I've had that when running DownhillVR up before. And I took the headset off, put it back on again, hoping that would help, but that didn't make any difference. I closed down the game, started up the game again, same problem. Weirdly, I found after, I thought I'd run up OBS anyway, just to get going. And I think the act of actually alt-tabbing away from the window, the actual preview window for this game, and then back to it again, seems to have made all the difference. I don't know if that should or would make a difference. But yeah, there it is. It's all working smoothly now. I am just going to take a second and take my headset off, because I just realised there's been an update to SteamVR, and sometimes the actual area that's been recorded by the setup I have in OBS changes if there's been... Normally it's only if there's like a major update to SteamVR, but I'm just going to check that actually everything is fitting in the recording correctly. Back in a mo. And then back. Okay, yeah, that's all looking fine. That only seems to be a problem when there's a major update to SteamVR. The other bit of news is a couple of weeks ago, when it was the Steam Spring sale, I think it was, I bought a copy of this for my son, who can be a little bit competitive with his dad. He likes going into the odd game that I play and knocking me further down the leaderboards and things like that. He hadn't installed it until last night, in part because of the storage thing. Now that the storage requirement is so much less, he could actually fit it on his machine. I don't know if he's played it yet. I don't know if he's dipped in. I kind of feel like he was messaging me yesterday evening to say he'd installed it and stuff like that. I think he would have actually messaged me to say that he'd knocked me down, or he could just be waiting to see if I come in. And yes, I'm not seeing his name anywhere. I would have expected... Let's have a look. Let's just go and have a look at the novices. Okay, I'm not seeing him, so he's obviously not been in yet. I kind of feel like he would have at least come in and had a good go at that. Or maybe he's been in and he's just actually not good enough to get in the top 10. That's possible, right? Actually, that's not true, because he'd be on my friends list. So I would know if he'd managed to do that. Yeah, he obviously hasn't been in yet. So what I'm looking forward to and what I'm expecting over the next week or two is to find myself having to do a bit of a battle with my son. Notice I'm down some way here. I wonder if I can do better here. So yeah, I just came in really just to check out the new update and everything. Oh, let's see if I can get myself... I'll come and check the new update. And have a bit of a ride. Oh shit! I haven't been on this track for a long time. I remember it being this dark. Shit. Yikes. Ah. Oh, I forgot about this bit at the end. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can improve my time on this. That's going to be the time for this session. Because, yeah, there isn't really anything that I haven't done in the game at the moment in terms of levels that need playing and things like that. What I can do, though, is maybe actually improve my times on some of the tracks, just because I now better understand how the game works and things like that. Kenny, one of the devs, who sometimes pops up and chats with me when I'm live streaming Death Stranding, for example, has been super helpful in giving me some hints and tips on how to play the game better. Okay, so that's like a second slower than my best. It's a good little track, this one. I like this one. And so just in terms of energy management and things like that. Oh, I'm actually getting a slight... It's never going to show up in the headset. But I'm getting that slight jitter thing again where the game doesn't seem to be quite properly tracking my head movements. See how it goes. Right, need to sneak through the middle here, like that. There we go. That's actually very doable. I'm so out of words. I am so out of energy. I didn't even hit the end, so yeah, that was definitely going to be slower. I'm trying to manage my energy better by not pedaling all the time. But I think I need to figure out the best place to pick those moments on this run. See, I'm all out of energy. I've wasted my energy there. I don't feel very controlled here. That feels slow. Yeah, I didn't hit there. I didn't even hit the end. I can sort of tell if I've had a good run if I hit the end of that one. So let's try and think this through. Let's sprint to get some speed up. Sprint up there. Sprint up there. Sprint up. Off the sprint. Try and save the sprint only for the uphill bits. Okay, that feels a bit better. Don't screw it up through here. Ah, screwed it up through here. Didn't hit the end again. And I was like over 2 seconds behind my best. Ah. There are what, like 3 people in front of me with significantly better times? How are they managing that? What do they know that I don't? So the thing with this game as well, of course, I've mentioned it before, is there are little spots where you can find, maybe intended, I don't know, but definitely unintended shortcuts. And so there are definitely some times. Oh, still didn't. Oh! I actually had my best yet by like the 100th of a second. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Yeah, I'm still in 4th. Oh, I've got to find like half a second to beat Dr. Gorilla Trouble. Mateo. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. If I could actually knock half a second off, I'd actually be in the number one spot. That I'm actually quite impressed that basically there is, yeah, there's a second. Everyone in the top 8 is sort of like within a second of each other, sort of thing. It's like a second and a half in the top 10 sort of thing. That's actually a really good leaderboard. So yeah, this one is not going to be. I very much doubt it's going to be someone has actually found a shortcut. That's just folk who are exceptionally good at finding the right racing line and managing their energy and stuff like that, I would guess. And I certainly felt it's one of the things I really like about this game is, especially when you get a leaderboard that looks like that, and if you're up there, it's actually really compelling because you know you can improve just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, you know, that kind of thing. Oh! I knocked a second off. What? Holy... Whoa. Okay. That's actually really surprising. I don't know how I did that. I was concentrating a little more, but I don't know how I did that. I don't know how I found over a second. Okay, I'm happy with that. It's a rare thing that I get to beat Mateo. And also Nick as well. Yeah, those two seem to be quite up on the leaderboards. I wonder if my son will find that one. Okay, that's a fairly successful little dip in so far. Let's have a look. Knight Rider. That's it basically on the rookie ones, isn't it? I wonder if I can find... I'm going to have a go at that one now. I'm going to see if I can actually get myself near the top. Well, I am near the top. I'm second, aren't I? Let's see if I can actually make it to the top. That actually really surprised me. I was hoping I could find like that 1/10 of a second or something like that just to get me through there, and then ended up finding over a second. Shit, that was a really bad jump. Oh, and that was actually quite a lot slower than my best. So I'm going to have a run at this one as well and see if I can do the energy management thing. Get out of the way, Ghost, in a better way. I feel like I just clipped there. I got a little bit of haptic feedback that suggested I clipped. Oh, I actually felt that was a little bit faster. It was almost my best time. I mean, that's close enough. That yeah, it was like 1/10 of a second behind my best time, basically. That's not bad for considering I'm being... Oh, the headset's doing a weird thing again. It's not properly tracking as I look around. I'm trying to decide if it's better to go wide on that corner or not. I'm not sure what the fastest way of going... Yeah, that felt slow. I'm not sure what the fastest way of doing that drop is. Whether it's like... Because I'm sort of I feel like I'm maybe tapping the brakes a little bit before I get there. I'm trying to slow down a little, so I actually go a bit more nose down. I can't decide if, committing to it and going full tilt off it and just doing a big jump is what makes sense there, or it makes sense to try and hug the jump. Let's go for a big jump. I feel like I'm losing a lot of energy when I hit the bottom of that. I feel like I want to sort of slide down it rather than... Yeah, I want to sort of hit the downhill slope on it, I feel. Rather than just like thud into the bottom of it. Because I feel like that thudding into the bottom of it is what's going to cost me a lot of energy for that last little sprint. I'm trying to use all the technical terms, obviously. Shit, it nearly went off! That felt on par. Oh no, it's still like half a second behind at best. Damn. I mean, these are respectable times I'm putting in here. I think every single run I've done here on this track in this session has been sort of gold medal, as it were. That felt smoother. That's the kind of landing I'm looking for. I wasn't as fast as I could have been early on in some of the stages. That I don't think I used my energy very well, but that's the kind of landing I'm trying to figure out how to control getting. I feel like I just clipped the edge there again. Oh, this is going slow, this is going slow. Nah, that's a really slow run, I think. Yeah, that was really slow. This is actually a really compelling track because it's a little bit tricky. There's a few things that you got to think about. I can see a number of different lines you could take through it, but it's short and sweet enough that it's really easy to go, oh, one more go, one more go, one more go. I've said it many times, there is some great track design in this game. Like, that was really wide. I went really wide around everywhere there, which wasn't great. Try and go really nose down. No, that wasn't good. Whoa! But yeah, this track This track is short enough that you can afford to do that kind of nonsense. Yeah, because it's basically like a 33 second run all in, so there's no real cost to doing most of it and then risking it right near the end, because the worst that happens is you've wasted 30 seconds of your life. It's not a big reset. I'm not keeping enough energy to the end. I need to keep more energy for the end. I feel it's that last bit. Let's try and stay off the sprint a bit more if I can. I realise I'm hanging back a little bit. I've normally overtaken the Ghost by now, but even then, even though I was hanging back a bit, I've still overtaken the Ghost. This feels like a better use of energy. Right, let's sprint like buggery up here. I could have used more energy earlier on. Okay, no, that wasn't a great run at all. I was like 3 seconds slower. That wasn't even gold as well. Okay, so hanging back early on, not a strat. Totally not a strat. Right, okay, I'm going to put sprint energy into everything that looks like even the mildest of incline. Try and lean more as well. Oh, felt like I was going to go off the log then. That felt fast. No, it wasn't. It felt it, but it wasn't. Oh, God. Look at that. To actually make it into first place. I basically need 0.2 of a second to be, clearly in first place. I'm so close though, so close. But I don't think. Have I even come close to my best time on this? Or did I set a new best on this? I can't remember now. Then I've been on this for like 4 minutes. Actually more than 4 minutes. My memory's not that great. I'm just so invested in what's happening right this second. This is feeling fast. This is feeling fast. Okay, that felt fast. Not fast enough though. Over half a second off my best. Oh, I didn't even make it into gold again. Maybe I misremembered that I've been gold all the time so far. I can't have been actually thinking about it. I just noticed the contrails in the sky. That's really nice. I've never really looked at the sky. It's actually a really nice sky. Okay, well, I think I will leave it there. Mostly just wanted to get it installed, so I had the new update installed and everything, and also see if my son had popped in yet, but he very obviously hasn't, which is fine by me. These damn tracks. These damn tracks. Trying to remember which one was the one that Kenny knocked me down on. I think it was this one. Yeah, he's knocked me down on this one by a significant amount. Oh yeah, because this is the one where I've been trying to do that shortcut by doing the jump, and that was my guess that that's what Nick had done, and based on what he said, I think Kenny had figured it out as well, but I just can't get that bloody jump. I just can't do it. It's so annoying and really quite fun. Speedy Pro, I just want to check. There we go, that one. Okay, I'm still in first place there. I'm happy with that. It's like one of my favourite tracks, that one, so I'm happy with that. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Just a quick dip in. I just wanted to come in and give this new update a try out, as I say. Loving this game still so much. It's just such a great experience. I say it again and again and again, and it really is such a great experience. I can't recommend it enough. It is, without question, a game where you need to have pretty reasonable VR legs. You need to watch out for the motion sickness thing. I don't have a problem with it. I've said many times before, I've very much got comfortable with VR over the last couple of years or so, so I can blat around in this without much issue whatsoever. But it's definitely a game where even if your VR legs are pretty reasonable, you probably want to take it easy. Go a little slower to start with and ease yourself into it. but get it. And I think I checked this morning. I mean, it probably won't be as of the time of this actually getting published, but as of today, which is the 30th of March, it's actually still on sale. I think it's less than £8 at the moment, which is a steal for just how much fun and how much of a VR experience this is. So, from this quick dip into Downhill VR, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.